I'm outdoors writer Tony Martins, and I'm preparing for a hunting adventure halfway around the world in Kyrgyzstan that will require 8 different airline flights just to get there and back. I'll be taking lots of new gear, including optics and electronics, so I'll need something that's a little larger than a traditional backpack like this one that is often used for carry-on on an airline flight. And unfortunately, my trusty Eberlestock Blue Widow hunting pack is a little too large and too heavy for carry-on. So I've decided to try something new and a little different. This is an Eberlestock mainframe pack fitted with a Super Spike Duffle bag, and it should be just what I need. The frame pack can be used as a freight hauler and comfortably supports very heavy loads. The duffel is large enough to hold all of my gear, and when I get to camp, I can reconfigure the pack for hunting and field use as needed, with a host of available accessories, many of which I'll be taking along. Now, let's load up our pack for carry-on. Now we're going to try to stuff a lot of gear in this carry-on pack. Let's see what all we can get in there. We'll zip open the front compartment, and we see that there's a little tray at the top and also at the bottom for small items. But we're going to start out with a large Nikon field scope that we're going to take along on this trip. We'll fit this right over here on the side. A compact tripod from Nikon. We'll slide in. And a pair of new Nikon laser force binoculars in their case for protection, along with a strap, shoulder strap. A Bino Buddy, and I love these because inside we can zip in all the paperwork that we need to have with us in the field in the front. Slide that in. First aid kit. We'll slide this down toward the bottom where it's easily accessible. And also a shooting rest that we can clip onto the pack to help stabilize when the time comes to shoot. Ultralight, doesn't take up much room. I'll slide it right in there. This is a little bag with backup batteries and chargers and things that I might need in the field for the cameras that I'll be taking along. Slide that down toward the bottom. And we're going to take a backup rangefinder. This is a little vertical rangefinder, the Monarch 7 IVR from Nikon. Slide that in. A backup point-and-shoot digital camera to complement the large camera bag that I'll be taking, which we have right here. With a couple of different lens options, which we'll also try to fit in. Here's one of them. Slide in the lens pack. Okay, looks like we've still got quite a bit of room. That's good. Compact video camera. This will be useful for the horseback riding and doing scenery shots as we travel in the mountains. Something that I think is pretty important, an extra roll of toilet paper and a couple of leg wraps just for sprained ankle and whatnot, compression type. Gloves and glove liners, these are an extra pair. Always handy to have, they don't take up much room, weigh very little. Very important, high energy snacks. You don't know when you're going to be stuck out for a period of time and you're going to have to rely on that food to get you through. Up on the top here we'll put a brilliant flashlight and also a night light for a cap, headlamp. Slide that in the little compartment right up in the top so they're easy to access. You know right where they're at. Sunglasses, also very important, especially in the mountains where it could be snowing and you could have near whiteout conditions. Little bandana, just slide down here on the side. These are a couple of important accessories. A phone scope with adapter for that big field scope so we can use the iPhone and get some video and still shots. Also a little Gorilla Pod tripod and lens pen to clean our lenses, our optical lenses, as needed. Here's a few more little accessories that we have in here, like a wind meter, our Nikon spot-on wind program, and a few other little accessories that we may need along the way. rain cover. This is real handy. Well, I'll use this actually on the airplane to cover this all over to keep prying fingers and eyeballs out. This is a super light, small rain cover that just fits this pack as configured. Here's another little ditty bag that has some extra compression straps for tying things on. Oh, and another little backup roll of toilet paper. All right, we're getting down there. Something that's often forgotten. Here we have a good base layer. People often forget to take clothing in their backpack in case their main luggage is checked as lost. And we don't want to make that mistake. If my main luggage doesn't show up, I can actually hunt in the clothes that I'll be wearing on the airliner if I have a good set of base layers to go with. So we're going to throw those on top. Also medication. This is important when you get to be my age. You don't want to be without your medication when you're in the mountains for days at a time. And then the final item, this is a jacket with a hood that I can throw over the clothes I'll be wearing on the airplane and actually use it to hunt in should the need arise if my main duffel bag doesn't show up. Now all we do is flip the flap back over, zip this up. Bag. We'll grab some compression straps here. Run across the top. Turn the bag up. Tighten in place. And there we have it. Our modern day carry-on for airline travel. This particular pack loaded, it's going to run about 36, 37 pounds. So it's going to be a little over the weight limit. But we get her hooked up and we're ready to roll. If you travel much on airlines, you probably notice the size of carry-on luggage has grown over the past few years. Partly because airlines now charge for checked baggage, and partly because damage to checked bags has become pretty common. Some of the wheeled suitcases that are now carried on are downright enormous, and most airlines now have strict size and weight limits for carry-ons. The most commonly accepted size for airline carry-on is 22 by 14 by 9 inches in terms of the external dimensions, and about 15 to 17 pounds in terms of the weight. But sizes and weights vary by airline. My Eberlestock rig here is a little oversized, just a little, and a little overweight, so this could be a problem. But here's the beauty of this ingenious setup. If an airline won't allow me to carry this rig on their plane, I'll simply unzip and remove the Super Spike Duffle from the mainframe, just like this. Loosen the compression straps. Grab the zipper here. Unzip one side. Run it up the other side. Grab the shoulder strap and attach to the duffel. Here's my new smaller, lighter carry-on, which I'll throw over my shoulder. And then hand over the mainframe to be checked as luggage. This little transformation should surprise inflexible airline personnel and provide a good compromise for negotiation. The modular and obviously versatile Eberlestock mainframe pack with Super Spike Duffle. Give it a try on your next airline adventure.